Yes, Jake Paul was TKO'd by Anthony Joshua. Yes, Jake Paul was sent to the hospital, had to have 7 teeth removed, and also 2 metal plates put in his jaw because of 2 fractures that he suffered. Yes, Jake Paul was running most of the fight against Anthony Joshua, but none of that, none of what I just told you guys right now equivalates. Not even Tyrone Woodley getting knocked out by Anderson the Spider Silva. None of that equivalates to what Andrew Tate just showed us against Chase Demoor live on Rumble, what you were expected to pay for. Andrew Tate just gave us one of the most embarrassing, one of the most unimpressive, one of the most disrespectful to the sport of boxing, worst performances that I have ever seen anybody, a content creator, a former NBA player, UFC fighter, football player, the list could go on, actor. Nobody has ever embarrassed themselves and, in my opinion, lost more aura than Andrew Tate did, stepping into the ring for Misfits in what was supposed to be, like I said, an event that you had to pay for, than what Andrew Tate just gave us today, my friends. Wow. I'm telling you right now, they should not call this guy a top G anymore. The new nickname for Andrew Tate should be either bottom G or top P. I don't care. What was that, Andrew? Did you even run? Did you even work on your conditioning leading up to this fight with Chase Demoor? You thought you were cocky and confident enough to smoke that cigar at the press conference, but yet go into the ring and give us that display of boxing? Andrew Tate should never, ever step inside a boxing ring ever again in his career if he's just going to show up and give us that form of Andrew Tate. I don't care. You are not 50 years old like Anderson the Spider Silva. Stop making excuses. Huh? I can't believe that we witnessed that. I can't believe that Andrew Tate, a person who acts cocky as it is, a person who acts like I'm the top G, a person who belittles people that don't have a lot of money. Yeah, I got 4 Bugattis. How much do you got? Right? He was comparing wallets with Chase Demoor and considers himself to be the top G. But yet he steps in, gets tired by the 3rd round. The 2nd round of the 1st round, he comes out and still it doesn't even throw ridiculous volume to where he should have got tired in the 3rd round. By the 3rd round, the weight of Chase Demoor, the pressure was just too much for Andrew and was done by the 3rd round. Gassed out. The 4th, the 5th, the 6th. This was embarrassing. An embarrassing performance by Andrew Tate. And in my opinion, lost a lot of aura. All right? I don't think Andrew Tate should ever talk about combat sports again in his life. I don't think he should bring up being a better fighter than anybody ever again in his life. I would like to say this right now. If KSI came out and announced the fight that he was going to be facing Andrew Tate, I swear I will put money on KSI. I think KSI knocks Andrew Tate out. Seriously, I'm not playing around. If you were gonna match Andrew Tate with somebody up next, somebody on his level, I would bring up the name Tyrone Woodley. That is how low of a level Andrew Tate has just put himself on. And not even that, I would put Tyrone Woodley over him. A fighter who's never won a boxing fight, 0-3 in his last 3 fights. I would put Tyrone Woodley over Andrew Tate. I'm telling you, man, this was Andrew Tate exposed at its worst. You know, he said, yes, you know, the weight got to me. Chase Demoor was too heavy of a man. I couldn't handle it. I felt like I won the first 2 rounds. No, man. It seems like you just didn't do your conditioning. You didn't do your running. You're smoking cigars at the press conferences, making bad decisions. And in my opinion, That should be your last fight in a boxing ring, my friends. If you guys didn't get to watch the fight on Misfits, Andrew Tate, by the third round, was gassed out. The third, the fourth, the sixth, the seventh, eighth. This dude stopped throwing punches and was kneeling the whole time. Couldn't even keep his hands up. Couldn't even keep his hands up and throw a left hook, a right overhand. It was embarrassing, bro. I don't know what he was expecting showing up to. I don't know if he didn't spar enough in these freaking training camp that he had. I don't know if he sparred at all. All these clips that we see him sparring with people, is he really actually sparring? 60 guys versus one man. Forget about that. You just got beat by one man. Absolutely embarrassing, my friends. This is the MMA Boxing Addict channel. Let me know what you guys thought of Andrew Tate's performance, and I'm out.